My name is Kim.
Debbie Hart with Security Home Mortgage.
We were at the Bridal Expo in September of 2022, and we may have met you already. And if we haven't, I hope that this at least gives you an idea of who we are. But we are in real estate. I am a local realtor. She is on the lending side, and we wanted to at least give you kind of an update of the programs that are available right now in regards to getting a mortgage loan, or also the market info for this year.
So when you're thinking about buying your first home, and we know that you guys are either newlyweds or still preparing for your wedding, because many of you that we talk to are going to be getting married in the spring, but it is something you want to consider sooner rather than later. The sooner you get into home ownership, statistics even prove, the better your long-term financial future is. Because if you're going to spend $40,000 renting in 2 years, or versus putting that towards your mortgage, you'll have some equity at the end of that 1 or 2 years, so that you can use to build up to a bigger home when you're ready to start your family, or you can use some of that equity for emergency funds, or put towards having a family or college or things like that. A lot of people don't understand that home ownership is also a long-term wealth builder.
And we're here to kind of get you a little bit prepared. So not necessarily trying to rush you into buying a home, because that's not the case at all. It's more so going through all the steps to get you to be prepared so that we can make a plan in the future, right? So most of the time when it comes to us wanting to come and talk to you, it's more so that we can find out what, all of your numbers are, such as your down payment, how can we get your down payment, what kind of plans, like small goals, do we make to achieve that, with also closing funds,
and even understanding what you need to do to get
exactly
there. Some people just assume you need 20% down. Well, you can get into a home with a traditional loan with 3% down, or there are even zero down programs out there to help young couples get started. The other thing that Kim and I have ran into is sometimes people have credit issues and they don't even know. If you're young and you didn't learn how to build your credit scores, or what goes into building a credit score, or what it takes to improve that and how much it affects your loan, 20 points can cost you thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And sometimes there are some really easy fixes that can take as little as 30 days. But like Kim was saying before, if you wait until you decide right now is when I want to buy, and then we run into some issues that take some time to fix. So if you're at all considering buying a home, even 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years from now, it's a really good idea to talk to your lender and your real estate agent to share with them your future goals and get the education that you need to build a plan of action today.
One case that we've actually came across is that we had somebody who have been looking at homes online. They felt like they were ready. They researched all the information that they thought they needed, and they found a home. Then they went to go look at a home, but then they decided, oh, I'm gonna go get that pre-approval so I can put an offer on this home that they loved. And then we ran their credit and their, everything that we need to do, and they
couldn't qualify just yet.
Yeah, just a couple things on their credit, right?
Just a couple of things that only take 30 to 60 days to fix. But if they had talked to a lender sooner, before they started looking at houses, just when the ideas started coming, or even just now when you're starting your life, just come in, have a free loan consultation, a free real estate evaluation, and just understand what it takes to get there so that you can start making a goal towards that when you are ready.
Because it's such a heartbreak.
Yeah.
I mean, when you find the home that you love and
then you're not ready.
Yeah, you're not ready. You realize you can't even get it, right? It just kind of puts a little bit of a bad taste to your mouth.
Yeah, and it's very disappointing to lose out on the home that you want because you weren't quite there. When there are steps you can take to get there right now, like I said, even if you don't think you want it, if you know you're going to move in a year, and it's just, there's things people think, I don't want to talk to my agent or my lender yet because I know I'm not going to be ready for this amount of time. It's still a good idea to come and understand your long-term goals, and we can develop a plan to share with you how to get there in that amount of time.
Which is another reason why I have Debbie here is that I wanted to at least give you guys kind of that market update with what's going on. So as you guys know, 2020, 2021, as well as 2022 has been kind of a whirlwind. I mean, you get pulled in different directions.
Extreme seller's market to now a buyer's market.
Yeah, and now we're seeing buyers coming back onto the market. Interest rates are starting to drop. We probably won't see that 3% or even 2% for a really, really long time.
Probably not ever.
But yeah,
just saying.
Probably not really the 4s either. So in this case, what's happening is that with interest rates kind of going down, is that we have more buyers ready to buy. And so when they're ready to buy, what happens is that if let's say there's one premium home in a desired location, but there's 50 people wanting that premium home, you would imagine they're all probably gonna put an offer on that home, right? Which then leads back to the multiple offer situation. And so we want to have you be prepared so that you have everything to hit that head on and win that offer. So everybody who was not able to buy a home back in 2022, they're already ready, right? They know what they're looking for. They've gotten their pre-approval. They're just waiting for the house and the right time. And so if, let's say, the spring is the right time for them to do that, unfortunately, you may not have the best chance because you're not prepared yet. And we want to get you prepared. And then we wanted to go over a couple lending programs so that you understand those options that you have or you may have in the future. So what are those programs?
So with some younger couples or first-time homebuyers that I've talked to, or even investors, there are a lot of different things that go into all of this. So some younger couples and first-time homebuyers are looking at this market, looking at house prices, thinking it's just not possible. So come and talk to me about your questions. But some general things that people are questioning are needing 20% down. As I mentioned, there's FHA at 3.5, there's conventional at 3, and then we have Utah housing, USDA, and VA at 0 down. And then there are some cities that offer down payment assistant grants that you can look into as well. They're very specific, so you need to look into those individually based on where you're looking. But there are those options. And there's other ideas where I just did a loan for someone in their early 20s last month who was renting and had some roommates, but they thought, well, we're all just throwing our money away here. So he came in, he got his pre-approval done, he bought a condo and brought his roommates with him. So now they're still renting because they weren't quite ready yet either, but he's paying less than half of what he was on his rent, and now it's his mortgage, so his roommates are covering more than half of his mortgage, and he's building his equity. So in a year's time, he'll have $20,000-$30,000 in equity, and every year that's going to build, and then that's money that you are growing your access to. You can use that equity, like I said before, emergency funds, college, family, to go start investing in real estate yourself in a couple of years and then double the money that you're making on those properties.
Yeah, so just having that initial conversation is just very important. And I think that a lot of people don't realize that. And so we want to at least clarify that for you and let you know that we're here to help.
Thanks, Kim.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.